Themis Legal Academy, a prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
Wow, okay, that was abrupt. That was quick and to the point. Damn it, that wasn't supposed to be a pun. Anyway, hello one and all, and welcome back to more Let's Play Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. I am the Max of Few Trades. In the last part, we finished up Turnabout Orca, which isn't even the name of that court case, but I don't care. It was the one with the orca and the pirates, and it was delightful, and it was fun, and it was everything I could have ever asked for out of a Ace Attorney case. And I'm glad I was able to experience it with you all. In this part, I guess we're going to school at Themis. Apparently just a straight up legal school. That is interesting. That is the alternate outfit that Athena was wearing that she has, that I had her in the other case, but yeah, I guess I probably should have anticipated something like this. All right, let's go. Oh no, I'm gonna be late. Late? Late to school? Toasted mouth? Let's go! Huff, puff. Whew, finally. So this is it. The illustrious Themis Legal Academy. This is the place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors got their start. Not for nothing, but I can kind of tell by the color scheme of the uniforms. It's not terribly subtle, is it? Hey, there's the guy. When news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back, he received a call from the school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along, hoping we'd learn something from the experience. Yo! Phoenix, were you, like, called in as to like, be a guest speaker or something? That's awesome! At least I can only assume that's what that means. I mean, if anybody deserves it, it's definitely him. So that's fair. But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late. You were eepy, Athena. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry, girl. It's all good. At least it's not all business today. After all, today's their school festival. Yo! Full anime! Let's go! Yo! Look at all that! Oh my god. Wait, prosecute and classy cafe guilty dogs? Culpable character. Oh my god, they really do have pride in their, in their major, I suppose. It all comes off as a little silly. Wow, this place has school festival written all over it. Literally, yeah, I was about to say. But why all the cold stares? Maybe they're judging you. Is it because everyone's in a school uniform except me? Oh, that's kind of a shame that I don't have her in that outfit now, huh? Well, I mean, it's okay, it's fine. Well, I like the way I dress. I like the way she dresses too. It's a really nice style. I wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are. Couldn't tell ya. Oh, yo, nice. It doesn't have the generic, alert noise that you hear in every high school ever. That's so great. Oh my god. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the Mock Trial Committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. That sounds like something they do a lot here. Is that really an event? All right. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome, disembodied voice. Sounds like a mock trial is about to start. What gave you that idea, Athena? That sounds kind of baseless. But where's this lecture hall? Looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. I don't know where the hell I'm going, so I'm just gonna follow where everyone else is headed. It's not the worst idea. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there. It's as good an idea as any. Let's go for it. Whoa! Holy crap, this place is high-tech as hell. I don't think I've ever seen a school this high budget. Imagine putting money into education. Crazy. This must be the lecture hall. Wow, they spent some serious money on this place. Okay, so it's unusual for her too. That's actually nice. Man, how many built-in monitors into the desks do you need? The district court can't even compete. Hey, Athena, over here. Hoomstiff! Stiv! It'd be them! Okay, so you know what I haven't commented on this, but it's something I have noticed, and I think is super interesting and neat, is that it seems, at least so far, that we kind of take on the point of view of a different character in almost every case. Like, we started out as Athena in the first one, but that was more so Phoenix, and then in the second one we were Apollo. So, and that's sort of how you dictate like who the head lawyer of the case is. So does this mean Athena gets to be like the main character, so to speak? Because that would be fantastic. Although it means I don't get to see her, which does suck a lot, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. She gets some spotlight in a different way. We get to hear her thoughts, and I like that. I've been looking for you two. Not terribly long. I've only been here for like 3 minutes, but still, I'm so sorry I'm late. It's okay, Athena. We're used to you being a weapons-grade goober. Sorry we couldn't wait for you, but we didn't want to be late for our meeting. Lucky for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late. Ah, well, then they won't even know that you would completely botch the timetable. Good for you. Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor... Am I reading that wrong, or is that name straight up just Professor Court? What? Has yet to arrive. But what the hell? What the hell is this Aristotle-looking dude? Looks like he's made out of marble. What the hell? How unprofessional of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. I shall make her right. I will not. Oh, who do we have here? I don't know. What's going on? Oh, right. You haven't been introduced yet. To Athena? Ah, yes. You must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. What? Yeah, I said Aristotle because that was the first old-timey, thinky, philosophy, thinky type old person I could think of. What do you mean that's his name? Oh my god. Okay. I am Aristotle Means, a professor at this hallowed hall of learning. I oversee the lawyer course here. It is a pleasure to meet you. You too. You don't even look like a real person. I'm Athena Sykes. I mean, we have some wacky-ass people and character designs in this franchise, but you just don't look like you should be capable of movement. You literally look like a statue. That's weird. Anyway, I'm Athena Sykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. Hasn't it been like months at this point? I guess that's still recently. It's nice to meet you too. How wonderful. So vigorous and vivacious? Vivacious? You just earned yourself a gold star. Yo, let's go. Ew, don't smile. Yeah, that big smile of his is kind of scary. No, it's gross. I don't like it. Make him stop. Never do that again. Looks like the mock trial's about to begin. What are we gonna do about our meeting? Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about? Because I am clueless, and I did not read the pamphlet before I came here. Oh, but I thought we had sent the pamphlet! This is getting weird. Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? You won't be seeing it again. Trucy used it for the old rip it up and restore it trick. You know, I go out of my way to collect reaction images from all sorts of anime. And I have an extensive category of images all just labeled bruh. Like that's a whole emotion category in my filing system. Phoenix is displaying one of the most bruh-ass bruhs I have ever seen in my life. It is amazing. Anyway, it didn't work as advertised. Well, it seems I'd better explain the situation then. Yes, please do. Thank you, Professor. We may be highly successful, at least in terms of success rate, but we're very bad at our jobs in other ways. We are the most incompetent people who will never fail you've ever seen. Now, does anyone have any questions? I do, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school? What's an excellent question. I get the impression that this guy likes to talk about that. Here's a gold star for asking. Yo, 2 in 1 day? Oh, thanks. I didn't have to see your teeth that time. Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Okay. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Likewise, budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course. Prosecutors are also lawyers, but okay. And future judges, the judge course. Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law. I understand that, for whatever reason, defense attorneys and prosecutors are like different species in this universe, but it's all lawyer. Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today even more so. After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright. Yeah, he is a guest speaker! Nice! We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession. I feel like Phoenix would do an amazing job as a guest speaker, but not because he's like eloquent or good with his words. I feel like he would bumble and stumble his way through the whole thing, but still inspire the hell out of you, you know? You get it? Anyone else get that vibe? I do. You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor. Yeah, well, you know, sometimes life comes at you fast. Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want. Honestly, kind of seems like the type of thing you'd be like, yo, why do you want me? That sounds like a bad idea. Did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today? Did you prepare at all? Yeah, sort of. But I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Court. Oh, the dead person. That's unfortunate. It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that. Professor Court, she is a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual. Yeah, well, I imagine she's gonna be pretty dang late today. Just a hunch. Oh, so that's who's late. From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow, in addition to today's lecture. A training seminar? For lawyers? What exactly does that involve? I don't know. I've never been to a school that specializes in a certain type of education before. I've only ever been to bum-ass public school systems, and they don't teach nothing there. Ah! Oh, God. I don't like this man's face. I'm sorry, I don't like it. Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer a lawyer. The arm angle when shouting objection, the proper way to strike the podium. Wait, those are things you're taught in school? How to project one's voice, and most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory. I'm sorry, say what? Huh? Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again? What a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star. That's 2 for Athena, 1 for Phoenix. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. That is what is at stake in this mock trial, the crown jewel of the school festival. Okay, all right. This is very silly. The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that. Doesn't that mean that there's actually like a definitive answer? Like if there's one big fake trial, like is it meant to be an open-ended situation where the defendant could be guilty or innocent, or is there supposed to be like a specific outcome? Because say like in this script you're talking about, the defendant is meant to be innocent, but the prosecutor wins. That's gotta be horrible for the top like defense attorney. Like, oh damn, I really messed up. Like that. Seems like that could be problematic ultimately. But okay, all right. Ooh, a one-on-one battle? How thrilling. So, if the student staying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar? But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor. I mean, it's basically just the same thing as being a defense attorney, but more of an asshole, generally. There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just such a case. But exactly who it is? Well, that is a special surprise. Oh, delightful! A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be. Please do not put a convicted murderer in a school. That cannot be a thing. Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guests. Hello? Wait. I'm Juniper Woods, a senior in the judge. The sunflower. The sunflower made me think that for a moment, but dang, you look all kinds of different in school. Professor, the trial will begin shortly, since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech. Would you mind waiting up in the balcony until we're ready for you? My, how very organized you are, Juniper. Just earned yourself a gold star, too. But what about Professor Court? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Somehow I doubt that. Stop smiling. Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors, Juniper? Yes, of course, Professor Means. Juniper? Juniper Woods, is that you? Y'all don't look anything like yourself. Hi. Athena? I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from your... Wait, okay, so wait, I'm sorry, I was completely unaware of the timeline. So this takes place, because Apollo's not horribly injured. I'm sorry, after so long, so many cases of Apollo being just fine and dandy, I completely forgot about the plot that was set up in the first case. Like, he got injured and left, but he's here, so that means this took place before the bombing. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, so I guess they're seeing each other again. Hello! Wait, you two know each other? Well, now that's a coincidence. We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie? Yes, well, we lived close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together. Yeah, like a lot. Why won't she look at me? I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we haven't seen each other in a long time. Well, that's interesting. How does Juniper end up looking so much more like a forest? Is that just how she is out of school? Quite the transformation, that's all I'll say. Anyway, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today. Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There is one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed. Bummer. Yes, I'm very sorry, but it is part of the student curriculum after all, and God forbid we ever waver on that. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes. Trials can last like an accumulative 6 hours, bro. Oh, well, that's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. Yes, Phoenix? I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place? What? Really? Sure, I have absolutely no interest in this whatsoever. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Court as soon as she gets here. Yeah, no fair, I want to see the mock trial too. Sorry, I'm gonna let Apollo pull what little rank he has, if it's okay with Professor Means. He do have a little bit of rank to pull. Just stop smiling, goddammit you! But of course, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish. I just straight up don't look at him. I focus on the text boxes whenever he's on screen. It's like, It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention. Being the new kid sure stinks. It's okay. It's okay. You're amazing, Athena. If you would please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor. Okay. Off we go. October 24th. My goodness. 2:15 p.m. Roughly about an hour and a half before I wake up for the day on average. Still no Professor Court. It's been over 30 minutes. Well, if I had to wager a guess, I think Miss Court is currently bleeding out on the floor somewhere. And Mr. Wright's snoozing away on the sofa. Big mood. This is so boring. I should have hid in the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial. That would have been pretty cool. Yeah, Jesus. What was that? Phoenix, how deep of a sleeper are you, my dude? I gotta know, did you hear that smash 'em up? Because I certainly did. My goodness. Oh, hey, yawn. Athena, I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you go running now, they'll think it was you. Well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere outside. Phoenix is laughing, but I don't think he's going to be in a few short minutes. We gonna find a body. Oh, well, we better go have a look, seeing as how everyone else is in the lecture hall. Okay. It's quite literally all we have to do. The 67th School Festival! That is quite a lot. So wait. Then that means that this school has been around for 67 years. Interesting. Huh. I don't know why, but that's interesting to me. I guess a lot of schools do get pretty old. Is this staged for some sort of concert? It kind of reminds me of a courtroom. Wait, Athena, behind the witness stand. What? Oh, hey, look, a corpse! Called it! Ah! What? An arrow? What the hell was that, like, ice pick looking thing in the In the intro cutscene. Okay, interesting. Professor Court, can you hear me? Professor! Wait, that's who we were supposed to be meeting with? It looks like our meeting's been canceled for us. No way! This can't be real! Okay, I noticed a fair few things already. Like, I'm not sure if those were like super crazy bruises on her wrists or something, but there was something there. I called the police. They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall too. No, wait. They'll find out soon enough once the police get here. No sense causing a massive commotion. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Smart man! Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? Honestly, I've played 4 and like almost a half Phoenix Wright games at this point, and I actually don't know if we're allowed to or not, but it's never stopped us, so let's go for it. It's no big deal as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus, no, never mind. Anyway, we should look around while the scene's still fresh. But, okay, you're the boss. All right, let's see. I mean, yeah, I guess we'll just... Want to see my attorney's badge? Oh, a shiny new attorney's badge. Brings back memories. Yeah, let's just pretend that we're not near a fresh corpse right now. I've heard that countless people live in dread of your pointer finger. Were you really that scary back then, Mr. Wright? I mean, yes and no, because, I mean, Phoenix is a perpetual world-class goober. Like, he's always been that way, yes. But, I mean, if you're a bad guy and he's on the defense stand, I imagine you would ultimately become pretty damn scared of him. Like, big time. Strike one. I've always been just as you see me here. A harmless sheep in wolf's clothing? Strike two. Do you have an old picture of yourself? Wait, never mind. I'm not sure I want to see it. Strike three, you're out. Damn, that was quick. All right. Any ideas? You're the expert. In addition to checking the body, we should also check the area around it. We don't have much time. Check only what you can. Nervous, Athena? What? No, why on earth would I be nervous? There's just a corpse! Yes, I mean, no. Apollo didn't bat an eye at the alderman's body during that case in Ninetails Vale. It's just something you get used to. I can't let him show me up. I can do this. Just take a deep breath and focus. Ah, the smell of the dead! Maybe don't take a deep breath over the corpse. So, Professor Court was, yep, the professor I was here to meet with. Turns out she wasn't running late after all. Well, I mean, let's not assume. She easily could have actually still been running late and then murdered. I mean, both things can be true. How awful. Here she was lying dead and we thought she was late. Oh boy, I sure hope if we didn't decide to look for her earlier, we would have been able to save her. That would be horrible. What was it that you were saying before, boss? You never finished. Oh, that. Don't worry. I'll fill you in later. But right now, let's focus on the investigation, okay? Okay, sure. The suspense is killing me. Not as badly as it just killed Court. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, let's looky-loo. All right. We have got to inspect the hell out of this body. Also, what looks to be some kind of broken thing over here. But yeah, body first, body first. Lord, what did this arrow hit? Ugh. I guess I really do have to examine the body. Yeah, no, those are serious wrist bruises. Okay, well, I guess I better get used to stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer. I don't think lawyers are generally known for inspecting corpses, but yeah, in this universe. Okay, first things first, I really do want to make note of the wrists. Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then take a good look. Well, now that you mention it, there's no blood around it. Oh, yeah, damn, astute. I didn't even notice that. Yet the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. Okay, that actually does my conscience a lot of good. It means that the odds of us being able to like find her and like call the ambulance quick enough, that doesn't seem to be a thing. Thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial. Wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know. The killer moved the body here while everyone was in the lecture hall. That's a definite possibility. Noticing anything else? Her arms are raised over her head, and there are dark bruises around her wrist. I think she might have been, like, bound. Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something. Eventually, her wrists were unbound, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed? Or she was hung up by her arms and then shot with an arrow executioner style. Dark as all kinds of hell, but feasible. Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory. Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on. All ideas are valid at the moment. Don't worry. All right, let's take a look at this arrow. Ugh. There's an arrow stuck in her side. I wonder what it hit. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds? This is a homicide any way you slice it. You don't accidentally get hit by an arrow. You just don't. In other words, we have a murder on our hands. Murder? Here? So that makes this arrow the murder weapon. As far as we know, I mean, again, I did see like a bloody stabbing implement in the cutscene, so it's theoretically possible that she was killed with that, and then someone stuck an arrow in her to make it look like it was a different murder weapon. It's possible, at least. Anyway, well, that and the bow that shot it. Right, but where could the killer have shot her from? The stage is a sea of obstructions. I'm no expert on archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around. Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow? Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm not sure. I guess we better do some more investigating before jumping to conclusions. You can stab someone to death with an arrow. That is totally a thing you can do. 100%. All right, is this some kind of law book or is it the Bible? What do we have here? A book. We should take a book look. I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket. Wait, what if it's her diary? That's the most private thing a girl has! True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to the late Professor Court. No, don't! That's so not cool. Routine report. Need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. Meet with Hugh about that report yesterday. Important. 24 prep for mock trial, final confirmation. 1 p.m. Meet with Mr. Wright about training seminar to mock trial begins! Exclamation point! Aw, she was looking forward to it. That's unfortunate. This looks more like a planner than a diary. Every page seems to have the same sword mark printed on it at that. That's a little weird. I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case. Perhaps. All right, gotta get every bit of evidence we can manage, I suppose. I think that's about all we're gonna find out from the body for now. Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting... I'm going to ignore that. We should probably take a picture at the crime scene, just in case. Okay, no, we can't be allowed to do that, but all right. Say cheese. That's all kinds of unfortunate. Cheese? And I thought I was the one with a twisted sense of humor. I think that should do it. Honestly, I've never really seen you as someone with that kind of sense of humor, Phoenix, but okay. All right, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive. All right, yeah, like all this mess. This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like a broken pottery or plaster? Maybe this is the source of the noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on the stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. There were 2? Then that thing over there is the remains of another statue? Somebody went on a goddamn rampage. This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. Alrighty. What do we got? Something buried in the rubble. The Themis Herald? Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can. Yeah. Don't move it, don't move the rubble, don't do nothing. All right. Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus. She-devil Juniper Woods. What kind of tabloid-ass bullcrap am I looking at right here? Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student. Prosecutor course student. Yes, I thought they were calling the student course, like, rough. Okay, sorry. We'll go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the She-Devil's Black Heart. Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins. Okay. Well, that ain't got nothing to do with anything on my plate, let me tell you. Wait, what? I seriously wish I hadn't read that. You find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body? The hearts of a woman is a strange and complex device, and not for folks such as you and I to understand, Phoenix. But We're talking about my friend Junie here. She'd never lead guys on like that. At least, certainly not the Junie I know. Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it. Yeah, like, there's some serious, like, straight up, like, malice in this thing. You're right, but it's still disturbing, even if it's a third-rate tabloid material. Okay. My goodness. All right, well, let's take a look at this. Wonder what this was a statue of. If I had to guess, probably a prosecutor. Whatever it was reddish purple in color. When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to the stage. You mean this double bag looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess that just leaves the question. Were they broken by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is. How on earth would I even prove something like that? Either way, they're both busted. Mr. Wright, Athena. Oh, here comes Apollo. I've never seen anyone move so fast. His legs are quite literally a blur. Hey man, what up? Listen! Something big's happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced a body had been found on campus. Yeah, you're a little late on that one, buddy. Yeah, that's right. And we're the ones who phoned it in. I mean, we didn't phone it in, but we called it. Whatever. We found Professor Court dead behind the witness stand over there. What? Can you show me? Yeah, I suppose so. There it is. What the? We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide. Once the police get here... No. I know it's a homicide. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same. Exactly the same as, like, the plot of the mock trial? Is that where we're going with this? Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. It's the same. The body, that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial. What? It's like the mock trial? I know, it sounds crazy, but... the body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood. Really? Like all of it, huh? Okay. That's interesting. It's all exactly like the mock trial. You're kidding, right? It can't really be all the same, can it? I mean, I have no reason to not believe Apollo on this one. Anyway, time for us to be ushered away from the scene and questioned for like 5 hours. Oy. Yeah, they didn't even bother putting up the timestamp for that one. Oy. Okay. The whole school's in an uproar. Well, there has been a murder! There won't be any more classes today. I'd hope not. Murder on campus. That's the last thing I expected at a legal academy. So in actuality, I really should have expected it. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police. Yeah, boss. How you holding up there, Apollo? I can't believe this is happening. Why does every single day of our lives have to be so eventful? I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at times like these. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. Ah! Athena. Athena. There you are. Junie! Am I glad to see you? I was worried that... Oh, don't worry about me. I am student council president, after all. I need to be strong... Oh, I see what this is. She's basically projecting an image. Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy. I think she still is. I think she's just pretending not to be. And not just because I've seen her at a later point in time. Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions? Yeah. Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do. Sure. What would you like to know? Well, first things first. Would you like to look at my attorney badge? That's your attorney's badge, isn't it? I really envy you, you know? That gold sunflower really I guess it does kind of look like a sunflower, don't it? That's neat. Thanks, but I know you'll make a fabulous judge someday, Wow, okay. Imagine, like, this series goes on long enough and more time passes and we just get to see, like, assuming that she does ultimately become one, that would be really kind of neat. Like, yo! But then again, we wouldn't have our normal judge, and I don't know if I like that idea. Anyway. Thank you. But even if I become a judge, I'll never have one of those sunflower badges. Wait, so she only envies me for the badge? It do be a pretty fantastic badge. Let's be real. Anyway, let's catch up. I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been? 7 years or so? Which would put us last seeing each other around the ages of about 11. Although Athena is... No, Athena's the same age. Yeah, so, yeah, interesting. Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Athena? In fact, you almost did a little earlier, you know? I liked it better that way. It felt like we were sisters, you know? Yeah, but I'm student council president now. And as the student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly. She was never this stiff and formal before. I know you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. Was that mentioned when we met her in the first case? Because I don't remember it being mentioned. That's kind of crazy, honestly. It's such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot. Yes, and Professor Court had been in charge of it until, well, you know. Oh! Hold up! I just realized and remembered. Right, yeah, the first case of the game. They mentioned that, Juniper was brought up on false charges. Yeah! I guess that, all right then. All right, Professor Court was the professor in charge of Junie's course. That is unfortunate. What sort of teacher was Professor Court? If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd say she was amazing. A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. What's wrong with your school? Wait, what did you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Well, you have to tell me of now. Come on. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Well, if anybody could, it would be you, Athena. Come on now. Professor Court chose my script for the mock trial. Well, you mean all of the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? That's amazing, Junie. Oh, thank you. But now Professor Court is... Who would do such a thing? Just yesterday we were working together, trying to get things ready. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's starting to get to her. Excuse me. Oh, yep, hang on. She's gotta huff that good stuff. Are you all right, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. So she's still got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be. All right, tell me about this mock trial, please. Why do you need a script and a showdown between a lawyer and prosecutor? Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence. Oh, that's gonna make our case way more complicated. It's like, that wasn't an actual piece of evidence, it was part of the mock trial, and everyone will be all like, what? You know, that sort of thing. Well, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready. Yeah, and it's all just went down the pooper. Yes, well, it was only Professor Court and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. That mess would go online, get mad viral, yo. We knew the only ones in the entire school, we were the only ones in the entire school who knew all of the details. Must have been a big pain in the, that must have been really difficult. I wrote the script so that the case could go either way. I'm glad you actually addressed that. I wanted to know. That way, the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning. Okay, so it had multiple endings. Very classy. Heh. If you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming. Eh? Who said that? Homestead! Oh! Hello, lawyer and prosecutor. Miss Prosecutor, is there something wrong? What are you wearing? Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script. Yeah! She gave an award-winning performance as a defendant, man! Jesus Christ. I think I found a rival to my cords of steel just a little bit. Good Lord, girl, you're gonna have a heart attack. Chill, you're gonna stroke out. Jesus Christ. Hugh, Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely. You're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. Man, you are very smug. Are you sure you're gonna try and be a defense attorney? That would be you two, Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes. Yeah, I'm Athena Sykes. And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. What are you, a germaphobe? I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name's Hugh O'Connor. Oh, damn. You got all of the gestures already, like, on lock. I can already see this guy on one of the benches. But some call me Mr. Perfect, because I never score less than 100% on tests. Ooh, so you're full of yourself. Ugh. Most pretentious introduction ever! And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket, or what? Yeesh. Maybe he's got a janked up hand. I don't know, like Bob Dole or something. Let me be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction! Sorry! Now here's my intro! I'm Robin Newman! I'm studying to be a prosecutor, like the really cool kind that nails the bad guys! Jesus Christ! No! Where's the sincerity? Good God! This girl is something. Also, it's like a training brace or something? Are you trying to get jacked? Like, what is this thing? So he makes pottery too? And what's that brace-like contraption for? Oh, damn, I think I might have just misgen- Oh, damn it, I'm sorry! I just kind of, I don't know, just kind of gave off the I'm sorry. Junie sure has made some unusual friends. Ah, damn, I actually feel bad now. Oopsie. These two were the lawyer and the prosecutor in today's mock trial. And even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant. That's cool. Also, yeah, there's... Oh, right, yeah. I admit I kind of forgot that. Okay, anyway. Yeah, final act in the Torrid Love Triangle centered on campus, She-Devil, Juniper Woods, level-headed lawyer, genius. We saw this not but a few moments ago. We don't really need the recap. We'll go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the She-Devil's Black Art. I still feel like you're, needing to calm down. Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for Junie? Juniper, come on. Your role's way beyond just that. That's right! The mock trial's just the start. She's also in the school festival's main event. Live on stage, Juniper Woods, and the crowd goes bananas. Woo! I'm going to destroy my throat if I have to continue to voice that character. Oh no. I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. All of the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so... My Junie singing? On stage in front of the Purple? Well, she really has changed. Can we talk about that? Yeah, we can talk about it! I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes. Was there anything you weren't in charge of? Well, that's a little familiar. And this is what I'll be wearing. That's amazing, Junie, but then again, you were always good at that kind of thing. These constellations in particular are really something. Oh, thank you. Embellish with frills! One of my favorite things to do is to look up at the stars in the middle of the forest. So you're a fan of the night sky, then? It do be rather beautiful. Wow, Apollo, didn't know you were such a romantic. It's not like that. I mean, it might. I don't know. I have this friend. He and I go way back. Who got me really interested in space. Wait, you had friends when you were... Jesus, Athena! Dial back the brutality! Good God, we're gonna have a new body to discover in a moment. The student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. And not just because she's gonna eventually have a thing for Apollo. I think I made her angy. I made her all angy. That's unfortunate. I wonder how that's gonna come into play. The costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure No! You can't do it! That's right. And anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me. Good God. These two. It's like a chivalrous love triangle. A damsel in distress and two knights in shining armor. Those are two wildly different suitors. If any of that is even true. Again, we were reading a tabloid. Maybe that Themis Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. I don't know. I feel like we shouldn't assume or believe anything we read, and we should only be listening to what people say. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. Well, I can only assume it was, like, interrupted and inconclusive. So, how did the mock trial end? We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out. That's a bummer. I Guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. Some things take precedence. I am legitimately concerned for this Robin fella. I can only assume it's like the tension from the brace that's making them do that. I can only assume. It ended right before the verdict. Talk about bad timing. I was this close, man, but I bet I would have won. But I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right? Apollo, didn't you watch the whole thing? What the hell? Zen and the art of mastering the bar exam. Civil law, corporate law, criminal law, I think. The screen's tiny, it's hard to read. We'll settle this some other time, and I assure you, I will win when the time comes. Like I'm gonna let that happen? I don't think so! I hope they don't end up hurting each other. I'm really just worried about Robin. Oh, don't worry. The three of us have been good friends since we enrolled here. We even have proof of our friendship. Okay, so you know that incredibly brutal jab Athena just tossed at Apollo? I'm gonna be real. I kind of feel like saying the exact same thing to this dude. Like, you have friends? You don't seem the type. Like, and not even just in the sense of, like, nobody would like you. It's more in the sense of, you look like the kind of person who would think friendship is beneath you. You know, you have that air to you. It's the face. It really is the face. Proof? Like, physical evidence proof of friendship? What, you got, like, bracelets? Yeah, we're studying for a career in law, and the legal world evidence is everything. Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around! Ah, the famed Themis Legal Academy ingenuity at work. So, what exactly is this proof of friendship, anyway? Well, it's a secret, and if I show you, it would be bad luck. Oh. That makes me squint my eyes, but I guess it is ultimately not my business. Oh, okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice. I am going to psychoanalyze the hell out of your psyche! Our friendship is sacred and invoidable. It's not something to be put cheaply on display. Proof? We don't need no stinking proof! Us three are friends forever! Okay, I can hear discord in their voices too. Okay, hang on, there might actually be something about... Hang on, that tabloid might have been a little onto something. But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here? I mean, or it's just trying to make me think that and something else is going on that's causing problems. More than most likely, it's the latter. Because, I don't know, that doesn't... This game, this franchise doesn't like to make things like that blisteringly obvious. Look, I learned from the great Ninetales, okay? I'm not going to assume anything. Nothing is too obvious. Something wrong, Athena? No, it's nothing. Oh, all right then. Whatever. Hey, isn't that... Everyone stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle. Is it? Yep, here comes... Oh, wait, no, in Justice We Trust. I almost gave him Apollo's... Uh-oh, oopsie. Detective Fulbright, is something wrong? I mean, there was a murder. Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends? Good lord, how do we keep meeting? Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. Juniper Woods. You're under arrest for the murder of Constance Court. Well, I mean, I kind of knew that was coming. What? I'm what? Wait a second, what's going on here? Why are you arresting Junie? Please, Detective Fulbright, we're involved in this case too. At least, incidentally. Aha! So you're the lawyers the dispatch said were first on scene. I can tell you everything. I can't, actually. Never mind, I'm sorry. But I will say this. There are two major reasons for her arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was. I didn't. And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script. Yeah, that's not great. But you, and the only people who knew the details of the script. Yeah, okay, that'll stand. Yeah, that's logic. There's logic to this. You can't arrest her on just those grounds. True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me to say no more than that. So Blackwell's the prosecuting attorney on this one too. It's literally just him, man. Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Oh, it's the murder stick. Why, there's blood on this. That's evidence we made for the mock trial. A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. I'm gonna shake you down. Now, if you would, officers, arrest this tiny child. Being unnecessarily rough with them. Oh boy. Junie, I have to do something. I can't let them take her away like this. Time to make a stand, Athena. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. And just as we drove. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh.
Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got. Athena. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
That quiet, subdued, emotional version of Athena's theme. Oh my goodness, that hit hard. That was great. Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but I feel awkward. Aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer. Yeah, well, shut up. Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do. I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor. Athena, Apollo, thank you both. I'm counting on you. We've got your back, Junie. Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station. Ha ha ha! You're going to jail forever! I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. I mean, that's just kind of what happens to friends of lawyers, apparently. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright. Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case. Right. I mean, it's not that terribly dissimilar to the Alderman case, obviously. You know, we're just, switching places. It's fine. I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. What? If anyone's going to solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate. Okay, Athena may barely be a lawyer, but you're just flat out not a lawyer. Why, that smug little... He hasn't even finished law school! Who? That was totally rude! And you're not the only one on the case, man! I'm in too! Big time! Juniper Woods! I'm gonna save you! I'm gonna need a lozenge after this. Oh boy. Well, now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is. You're the one who knows everything that happened, Broyo. Oh, right. You said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script. Exactly. But without the script or any prompts, it's kind of hard to explain. Perhaps I could help? Air foreheads? Oh, no. I know I was complaining about just seeing Blackwell all the time, but that was not a call to action for you! Okay, fine. Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? You two seem to know each other. Is someone going to introduce me? I guess. Why, I do believe we have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fraulein. I am I don't remember how to say his name. Anyway, I've just been calling him Gavin. Anyway, Clavier Gavin. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. Until one of my bandmates got arrested for freaking killing someone. But, that's an entirely different story. We were quite popular, but regrettably, the band went kaput. Perhaps you've heard of us, the Gaviners. I was the lead vocalist. Yeah, never heard of your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. Could you quit snapping? But can I get your autograph? What? Athena, what? You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph? I mean, it could be valuable. Forgive me, Fraulein, but I've retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as a rock star prosecutor, Clavier Gavin. Oh, okay, that one then. There's not really much of a difference. She's a lively one, eh, Air Forehead? Didn't know she was your type. she's the newest member of Write Anything Agency. That's all. I'm not 100% sure how to read that reaction. I almost feel like the writers decided, okay, let's make that as vague as it could ever possibly be. Because if there's one thing I know, don't ship things in the Ace Attorney franchise. Either things are going to go horribly wrong, or it's never going to be addressed in any capacity whatsoever. So they're just like, let's try to make it so it could go either way, so that we don't get yelled at by people. Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes. Pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now that the intros are out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me. Ja Air Forehead. I want to headbutt my desk so hard. I hate that stupid goddamn nickname. You want to look at my badge? May I ask why you people present your attorney's badge like that? Did I attempt to give Gavin a German accent in my last Let's Play? I feel like there's no way I could have done that, because there's no way I did it right or good. Seems like Air Forehead and Mr. Right always want to show theirs off, too. Well, let me ask you, Prosecutor Gavin, why do you play air guitar? You haven't seen him do it a single time. It would seem the answer we seek can be found in much the same place. I never gave it that much thought, actually. I always just whip it out. Okay, there are so many other ways you could have phrased that. Anyway, what the hell are you doing here? He was probably the special prosecutor they called in for, like, the prosecutor side. It was writing him, basically. So, what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar. So he's the famous prosecutor they invited. Could you quickly remind me of your age, Gavin? 25. To Phoenix's 34. Yeah, I guess he do be a rock star and all that, but I don't know. He lost a lot. Whatever. And I have another crucial role to play. The Gaviners are getting back together for a one-time special performance. Did you get a new band member? Because Sharkhead is probably still in prison, even though you guys disbanded? Which was a shame, by the way, really. You can tell. You can tell by my expression. I really care about that. Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, Air Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here. Wait, so that performance Junie mentions? I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. Yeah, well, now she's in custody. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. Oh. Yo, they made a statue of Phoenix and some asshole broke it? That sucks! 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Right? Who else would they be? Bingo, Fraulein. And they were so big and magnificent, too. What a terrible waste. Was that Gaviner flag thingy always there and I just didn't even notice? Maybe I blocked that out. But the worst part of this whole thing is my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass. Wait, don't tell me your mentor was Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law. Oh, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry. I may not be your biggest fan or anything, but that's legitimately terrible. I'm sorry. So, Constance Court was your professor here at the academy. Wait, but doesn't she run the judge course? She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying the end is only justified through proper means, rather than the end justifies the means. Interesting. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond all else. I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry. She's so emotional, so adorable. Athena, are you tearing up? Look, don't judge her, though I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin knows a lot of who he is to Professor Court. Exactly. So as you can see, we're both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard! Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what now? Forget about already, Air Forehead? I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. Oh yeah, sorry. I completely forgot once you came into frame and I was groaning so loud that I could have knocked you to the back of the room. We're gonna reprise it right here in the lecture hall. Might help us catch your killer. All right.